first topic I got, man, real quick before I get into it, I just wanted to welcome Daniel Camarena. We haven't talked to him in a while, but he keeps tuning in from the FedEx warehouse. I just wanted to shout him out. But my first topic for the day is the penis rocket. Has anybody actually taken a really close look at this thing? It looks like a big giant penis. And if you have if you guys have ever seen Austin Powers, that's all I can ever think of when I see this Blue Origin rocket. But nevertheless, the richest man in the world went into space today, suborbit, if you will. And they've been throwing shots at Virgin Galactic saying that Virgin Galactic didn't really go into space, and they did. But that is neither here nor there. I really kind of wanted to give my perspective on just this whole thing. Virgin Galactic, their mission, or I guess the reason that they're looking to, I guess, break into space a little bit, it has a lot to do with the space tourism. And we talked about that last week about how Virgin Galactic is going to change the way, or looking to change the way that people fly to other places on Earth. They could use this suborbital way of traveling to get to the other side of the world so much faster. And we're talking, just a few hours, or maybe just an hour, depending on where you're flying to, versus the 8 to 10, maybe even 12 hours it takes to traditionally do so. And so that is definitely something that I think I could get behind as far as the concept's concerned. And obviously they've been able to put that into I don't know, they've been able to make that happen, especially when it comes to coming back down into Earth. You look at how that whole process works, Fat Man Zoom, and they're essentially going up in a plane and they're coming down in a plane. This thing with Blue Origin's a little bit different. Their mission type is crewed by suborbital space flight, and they want to make access to space cheaper and more reliable through reusable launch vehicles, i.e. the rocket that they flew up into, the penis rocket. And so that's a little bit different because you're being shot up into space. It's an 11-minute trip versus the 1 hour plus that you're going to be in the Virgin Galactic plane. And you're being shot up in a rocket, and then you're dropping back down in a capsule, kind of like what we saw, the older like Apollo missions and that sort of thing. So you're basically just going up into space to enjoy space, where it seems like Virgin Galactic is more along the lines of like, suborbital space travel and how you're gonna get to point A to point B quicker. And then there's SpaceX. They want to colonize Mars essentially. So these are the three, I guess, arguably, most notable companies that are looking to, get their hands on space travel one way or the other. But Fat Man Zoom, as far as it's the main companies that they're involved in, you got Virgin Galactic with Richard Branson. You have Jeff Bezos, the richest man in the world, with Amazon. You obviously have Elon Musk involved with SpaceX, but it also impacts Tesla. And I think that this is the biggest key here. This is just a giant, for me, I think this is just a giant way to advertise their main companies. I mean, do you think that this actually hurts? I think this helps Amazon more than anything. I almost feel like the reason that Jeff Bezos retired and stepped down as CEO was just in case something happened to him on this thing. It maybe wouldn't hurt Amazon as much. I mean, it just seems kind of crazy, but it seems like a wild way to market your brands.
I think it's a genius way to market your brands. I do think it actually only helps companies, obviously, unless something bad happens.
Yeah.
But it was a successful flight. And you look at SpaceX, the astronauts had drove in Teslas.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
yeah.
It's just another way to advertise, promote, market your company. I think it's cool. I think it's different. I don't think it amounts to much other than brand visibility. But I do think Jeff did step down. Jeff, like I know the guy. Jeff Bezos did step down because of the risk. And could you imagine if something happened to him and he was still the CEO?
Oh my God, yeah.
That would have been devastating to the stock.
Yeah.
So I agree with you. Great to see, awesome to see, and I think they're going to be doing things to benefit their companies in the future, all of them. So I'm excited about it. Kudos to all of them. But
out of the three, what do you think? I guess has the most benefit or gets SpaceX? You think so? Because
as far as the impact on their company,
but also like how it's going to revolutionize space travel. Like,
Yeah.
The biggest, I guess, I don't know, the biggest name that comes out of this, I actually think that it could potentially be Virgin Galactic, only because they're trying to commercialize it versus the other two, whereas they're kind of a little bit more along the lines of, I guess, recreational purposes in Blue Origin. It's at least that's what it seems like to me, and with SpaceX, it seems a little bit more exploratory, which obviously doesn't seem like it would have a huge, I guess, wouldn't bring in a lot of money, that's for sure. Probably wouldn't bring in any money. And then you have Virgin Galactic, which I think probably has the highest probability of profitability, even though I don't know if any of them actually, become profitable at any point in time.
Yeah, I don't know if they do become profitable, but I'm sorry, I thought you were going to say which one has the biggest impact on the partner company. So
Yeah.
like SpaceX,
That's another good
I think would
question.
have the greatest impact on Tesla.
Yeah, I do too. I think that's for sure.
Who wins? I don't know, but certainly cool stuff. It's great to be a part of it, to see this kind of stuff. And it 100% looks like a penis, no doubt about that. Ivan Broski, just the tip comes down in the parachute. That's all you need, just the tip. Just see how it feels. All right, moving on.
There's an 80-year-old woman in the tip.